Hello, my name is Kevin Torres, and I'm going to be talking about why everybody should work in customer service. We have all either witnessed somebody or watched the video online where somebody's belittling the worker over something that they don't have control over. We have all recognized this person to be a Karen, or that's what society would like to be calling those people. Um, a Karen will take something so small that can be easily resolved and, blow it out of proportion, basically. But, everybody should work in customer service because it teaches you how to be patient, assertive, and how to work under extreme pressure. I have worked retail specifically for about 5 years, both as management and a cashier. And I have witness every person from disabled to extremely rude people, and it does vary depending on the location. um, Customer service does teach you how to be cordial with one another. It teaches you how to be patient, and which is truly a virtue. um, I'm not going to say that customer service is the most labor intensive job there is, but you do not understand patience until you have had someone scream at you over a simple error such as, scanning something twice. You are expected to maintain your composure while being belittled in front of, other customers and sometimes your coworkers. According to the University of Ohio, they stated that staying under pressure and developing with thick skin will help you remain unfazed when with tough situations at work. Customer service can transform any person into a professional actor. After 5 years of working retail, I have mastered the customer service voice. Instead of presenting my monotone voice, which I'm using right now, I use a very high pitched, peppy voice, like, "Hi, how are you? How are you doing today? Would you like to sign up for a rewards program?" And then this interaction is more than 1 to 2 minutes. After that, we go back to talking normally. We just have to force our smiles, and after the customer's out of sight, we get to basically talk about you if you were a rude customer to our coworkers. Customers oftentimes lack common sense. Customers do not understand when there is a system malfunction on our registers, or if it's a company error that the store cannot control. Sometimes it requires us to only take cash in certain situations, and we quickly make a makeshift poster saying cash only, and we also verbally say it for those who can't read. I remember one time I told this customer that we're only taking cash, and he looks at me, and then he just keeps minding his business. I assume he heard me, but he brings everything to the counter, and then I ring everything up, and it's a lot of stuff. And then he looks at me, and then he tries inserting his card, and I tell him that we're only taking cash. And he starts blaming me, saying that I didn't tell him, that the sign wasn't big enough, even though there's like multiple signs at the door and at the register. But it does teach you it teaches you patience. There are people who do not understand promotions, such as a buy one get one or buy 2 bags of chips for $5. I one time had a customer try to get the promotional price without buying the second item to fulfill the promotion. So I had to spend 10 minutes explaining how a sale works. I've realized that customers will complain about anything or instigate a problem, especially during peak pandemic, where we had to tell customers that masks were mandatory, that we didn't allow refills, and that we had to serve them their fountain drinks. Even though that we're deemed essential workers, it truly does not feel like it. Well, at least we don't get the respect we do. It was more of a test on how long into our patience runs then. When you work customer service, you are expected to cater to the customer on top of having your other duties such as upselling, offering rewards programs and custodial duties. Many people go through life never having to serve people. They take a job at Amazon or construction where they don't really have to deal with people on a daily basis. A service job will teach you more on how to interact with people than school ever will. A customer will teach you how to bite your tongue under extreme pressure. So picture yourself at the register by yourself with a long line, almost out the door. And you're doing pretty good. You're getting everybody in and out of the store until a customer starts complaining about the wait and demands that you speed up. You're already under stress trying to cut the line down, and now comes the customer that complained, and you politely explain that you are the only one on duty and that the person is trying to find a reason. And the person is still trying to find a reason to argue with you. So you say something very bluntly saying, well, what do you want me to do? And, they say that you have an attitude, and it escalates into something that it shouldn't be. And then they start yelling at you. And then, you're already stressed out. And then you start yelling back, creating a scene. But then you have to calm down, because you still have to help all these other customers. And, at the beginning I did, argue with customers, but now I just tell them, well, you have a nice day, and I keep helping the line of customer because they got places to be. And on the inside, I want to scream at them, and cuss them out, but you remember you need this job and you need to pay your bills, so you just basically have to take it and have somebody yell at your ear. An article by the King of Chill states that the cashier has no control over how many items someone is buying. But working under extreme pressure while somebody's like yelling in your ear, that you can apply that to academics, home life, or when you argue with someone that's close to you. It's better to keep your composure, and that's often a skill that many employers are looking for. Empathy is something that you learn with hostile customers because you try to understand them and reach common ground. When you work a service job, you now have to empathize why the line is so long, why your food is taking longer, and how easily a mistake is made and how easily it can be resolved. According to an article by Applied Direct, people need and enjoy interaction with others, which is true. We like to go into a store, be greeted, and then have fun, with the cashiers. And, communication is a rich role in customer service, which means that you need it on a daily basis. Now I have shown you a glimpse of what happens behind the counter. I hope that you take this into consideration next time you decide to be upset over something that the worker has no control over. As we near the end of our conversation, let's quickly recap why everybody should work in customer service. Customer service helps you understand different people and empathize with them. It teaches you important life skills such as patience, professionalism, empathy, and proper etiquette that can be applied to academic, your career, and even at home. The next time you feel like arguing with a worker, take a deep breath. Try to understand if they are short-staffed, if they have a long line, or if they're having even a bad day too. Just be patient, be kind, and keep all of this into consideration next time you go into a place of service. Thank you.